Hey, this is Larry Janeski, founder and president of Basement Systems. You know, in the 30 years we've been a leader in the basement waterproofing business, sometimes we hear that people would like to take their basement drainage system, whether it be exterior or interior, and drain it to daylight. And the idea is to eliminate the sump pump. And, you know, in the old days, that was a concern. People don't want sump pumps because they're unreliable and they still wind up with problems. Of course, all that has changed with our innovations in sump pump technology. But let's take a look at this idea of draining the water to daylight to avoid a sump pump. Now, we all know that pipes clog over time. Now, if your downspout clogged from your gutters, what happens? Well, the water overflows the gutters. Okay. Well, if your pipe going to the exterior to daylight clogged with mud, grass, leaves, debris, animals, or ice covering the outlet of the pipe, what would happen then? Well, then your basement would flood. Of course, you need pitch on your property to even consider a daylight drain from your foundation. Now, there's a basement that the foundation is sticking up about 2 feet above the grade. That leaves 6 feet of foundation wall below the ground, plus another foot for the footing, so that's 7 feet below ground. And you need a couple of feet of pitch, so that would be 9 feet of pitch on your property to even consider a daylight drain. And most people don't have that. But even if you did, if you ran your footing drain to daylight, like this one, the drain often clogs. I mean, it's hard to avoid. You've got mud, there's a perforated pipe up there, and even if you use solid pipe down to here, that mud washes down into it. We have grass and leaves over the end of the pipe often. And then in the winter, when you have ice on the ground, it blocks the flow of water out of the pipe as well. Now, if somebody had put a daylight drain like this, a gravity drain in your home to keep your basement or crawl space dry, when it fails and you call them back, they will simply say, you haven't maintained it. You know, it's clogged and it's not my fault. And they will then recommend a sump pump, just what you were trying to avoid in the first place. And with a sump pump, you actually have control of what is going on. So there's no need to fear a sump pump to keep your basement dry these days. We have our fantastic systems, our smart sump for crawl spaces, our ultra sump battery backup system, our triple safe pumping system, and these are highly reliable systems these days. Now, some people think that running a gravity drainage system to daylight will save them money. But when it clogs and you've got water in your basement or crawl space, what did you really save?